Welcome to Everything Explained. I'm your host, and today we're pulling back the curtain on vaccines, what they are, how they work, and why they're one of the most powerful tools in medicine. The topic can feel full of jargon and fear, but the basic idea is simple. Vaccines train your immune system to recognize and fight the germs that can make you sick, without you having to suffer through the real illness first. We'll walk through the basics, with clear examples and a couple of everyday analogies, so you can see why vaccines work the way they do. First, what is a vaccine? A vaccine is a safe nudge to the immune system. It gives your body a chance to meet a germ in a controlled, harmless form. There are several kinds. Live attenuated vaccines use a weakened version of the germ. Inactivated vaccines use a killed germ. Subunit or protein vaccines use only small pieces of the germ. mRNA vaccines give your cells instructions to make a harmless piece of the germ so your immune system can learn from it. Viral vector vaccines deliver a harmless virus that carries instructions to teach your body to recognize the germ. Each approach trains the immune system in its own way, but the goal is the same: create memory so the body can respond quickly if the real germ ever shows up. Next, how does the immune system actually respond? Think of your immune system as a security team with a two-step plan. The first responders are the innate defenses, fast and general. The adaptive immune system comes in later and is specific. B cells tailor antibodies, little Y-shaped soldiers that latch onto the germ and block it. T cells can kill infected cells or help B cells produce better antibodies. Importantly, after you're exposed or vaccinated, some of these cells stay around as memory cells, ready to respond even faster next time. The system isn't just about one attack. It's about building a trained force that remembers the invader. Now the teaching moment. Why a vaccine is like a rehearsal. If the real virus arrives at your door, your immune system already has antibodies and memory cells waiting. It can recognize the intruder quickly, multiply the right defenders, and often stop illness before you even feel sick. Without this rehearsal, the virus would have a chance to multiply and spread before the immune system catches up. The vaccine gives you a controlled experience of the germ, so the real encounter doesn't take you by surprise. Different vaccines train the immune system in different ways, so the lessons can vary. Live attenuated vaccines provoke a broad, strong response because they mimic a real infection without causing disease in healthy people. Inactivated vaccines are often safer for some people, but might need more doses to build long-lasting protection. mRNA vaccines, like some recent COVID vaccines, don't use the germ itself. Instead, they tell your cells to produce a tiny harmless piece of the germ, which teaches the immune system without ever giving you the germ. Protein subunit vaccines show only a key piece of the germ, and viral vectors use a harmless virus to deliver the instructions. Each approach has its own pros, but all aim to train memory so that when the real germ shows up, the immune system is ready. What happens when you get vaccinated? Your body makes antibodies and builds memory B and T cells. Antibodies can block germs from entering your cells. Memory cells stay in your body for years or even decades, ready to react. Some vaccines also reduce the severity of disease even if you still catch the germ. You might feel a sore arm, a little fever, or fatigue after a shot. That's your immune system waking up. These side effects are usually brief and far outweighed by the protection vaccines offer. When a side effect is rare or serious, it's carefully investigated, but safety monitoring runs throughout the vaccine's life, from trials to post-licensing surveillance. People often worry about safety. The science is built on big, careful testing and transparent monitoring. Before any vaccine reaches you, it passes several large phase trials with thousands of people, checks for rare side effects, and continues to be watched after it's approved. The goal is to show that the benefits, fewer infections, fewer hospitalizations, less suffering, outweigh the risks. Vaccines don't just protect individuals, they protect communities through herd immunity. When a high share of a population is resistant to a germ, it has a hard time spreading. Even people who can't be vaccinated, very young babies or people with certain medical conditions, gain protection because the virus has fewer chances to move around. It's not perfect, but it's one of the strongest tools we have for stopping outbreaks. To ground this in reality, think of polio and smallpox. Smallpox was declared eradicated after vaccines reached enough of the world. Polio is on the way there in many places because vaccination coverage is high. In recent outbreaks, gaps in vaccination can lead to outbreaks. Measles, for example, can spread quickly in communities with low vaccination rates. On the flip side, high vaccination rates reduce those risks dramatically and save lives every year. Vaccines work because they train our immune system to recognize and remember threats, so we can fight them faster and harder. They are not just injections. They are careful, science-based drills that prepare our bodies for battle without the disease. The system, when given a safe nudge, makes memory, primes antibodies, and readies T cells to act. That is how vaccines prevent illness, protect the vulnerable, and keep communities safer. Stay curious, stay informed, and let science explain the way to a healthier world. Vaccines work because the immune system learns, remembers, and protects, not just one person, but all of us.